Hi guys, I don't know if anyone actually subscribes to my channel or watches like any of my videos or anything like that, but if you do, I know it's probably been about 3 weeks since I put one out, and there's actually a very good reason for it, and that's because my first attempt at a juice fast didn't end too well. I wound up taking in like blacking out. I think it was either my second or third day, and that wasn't cool, so pretty much that had to end that juice fast. So yeah, actually a full week into a 30-day juice fast right now, and in all honesty, I just feel like after failing at the first attempt of the juice fast, that if I was going to make any videos, I would make the videos like about probably a week into it or a little bit longer, that way I wouldn't be on here sitting there complaining about, what I miss and what's going on. It just makes me think about it more. And yeah, I was really pissed off at myself that I couldn't do the first time I tried. Because, like, I get on here and I see so many videos of people that only get so far and then fail. So, yeah. And that's why I guess I'm doing this about a week into it. Please forgive my appearance. I'm like really, really super tired, and it's not because of not juicing. It's because I had my nephew over last night, and he kept me up till about 2:30 because he was scared of the dark. So yeah, and then I got up probably around like 7:30 this morning because that's just the time that my stepson wakes up. Um, so basically, piece of advice, first 3 days you're gonna be exhausted. You're just gonna be so wiped out. It's not gonna be funny. You're gonna have fatigue. You're gonna have headaches. You're gonna be like, oh God, I just want to eat. And that's completely natural. Don't think that you're doing anything wrong over it, but you're just gonna naturally feel that way. And just best thing I could tell you is that if you can take naps during those first 3 days, take naps. And what really helped me and what really saved me is that my husband was actually off for the first 2 days of our fast. So it was like I got to take a nap, and then he turned around and he got to take a nap. And it kind of helps out because when you're just that super exhausted, you know taking naps really does help. Um, Pretty much my sleeping issues are gone. I don't have any of them. Like right now, my husband's up in bed, and it's 12:24. So yeah, I've been up for a little while, and so yeah, yeah. It's funny is that after you take and you get to a certain point, after you've been doing your juice fast, you just lose all appetite. You don't get hungry. You don't get too bad. Like, you still get like cravings of things that you want to eat, but it's not like one of those, oh no, I'm gonna die if I don't get it. But it's kind of like, that would be really nice to have right now, but no, I don't need it. It's like, my husband was talking about, oh, I wouldn't mind having a slice of pizza. I'm like, oh yeah, pizza does sound good. He said, maybe we should share a slice tomorrow. And I was like, yeah, it's not included in the juice fast, so no. So I mean, I'm still pretty good about saying no, and I can pretty much be around like my kids eating without having an issue. And me and my girlfriend, we wound up going out today, and like she got this awesome looking smoothie or like shake, and she offered me a sip, and I still no, that's okay. So yeah, and I just got my juice, which was actually really awesome. It was pineapple and lemon, which I might try to concoct tomorrow, but I'll probably throw like a dash of spinach in there because I'm trying to make sure that I've got spinach pretty much in everything. Um, what other advice? Pretty much watch what kind of apples you're juicing, because a lot of apples, if they're too soft, they wind up becoming applesauce instead of apple juice. And if you don't have a really good screen on your juice catcher, then it just clumps up real easy, and then you got to stop midway and like rinse out your screen. So yeah, and like I said, I try to incorporate spinach in at least everything. just because it's one of those really easy vegetables that you can just put in everything and, you know, you really can't taste it. So it's like a good way of getting your greens, you know, your vitamins, all that stuff. It's a good source of calcium too. So, you know, yeah, and that's kind of important because if you've ever been around a lot of people that are like, oh, well, how do you get your calcium? Well, leafy greens. So, yeah, and also, I guess I use a lot of apples, I use a lot of spinach, you know, because things like that, whenever you're juicing, you know, a lot of people go through things of like, you know, not to be gross, but like constipation and diarrhea, and you pretty much just want a steady balance, and like spinach kind of helps out with that, and apples help out with that as well. So, yeah. Um, like I said, I've been on the juice fast for about a week, and well, actually, I think today marks a week, and I've lost 10 pounds. Yay. So, yeah, and it's not rough. You know, as soon as you get past the 3 days, it's not rough at all. You are going to be irritable for the first 3 days, but you got to think your body is going through this real big, you know, change. You know, you're not getting sugar, you're not getting processed meats, you're not getting all those fats that you're used to getting. So, you know, of course, sorry, gotta adjust. So, of course, you're going to take and you're going to be going through one of those big, huge changes with your body. And, you know, yeah, yeah. What else to say? Yeah, pretty much your hunger goes out the window, and you can take and say no easier to a lot of stuff. Like, I ended up taking my kids to a ice cream shop this week, and I love ice cream. I'm a chocoholic, like you wouldn't believe. And wind up going there, watched my kids eat. I didn't steal a bite, didn't steal a lick, didn't do anything like that. I was happy with my ice water, which, yeah, by the way, I wind up taking, and if anyone's curious, I wind up drinking maybe about, I'm going to say 30 to 40 ounces of juice a day. And, you know, my water intake is even more than that because I think I take in about 60 ounces of water a day. And then on top of that, I think I get about, you know, 2, maybe 3 cups of detoxifying tea a day. You know, I wind up using a Yogi Berry tea, which is like, you know, it doesn't have a bad flavor to it. You know, it does take a little getting used to without like sugar or anything, but that's how I drink it, without sugar. And just steep it for 5 minutes and you're good to go. So that helps out. Um, you know, I use the detox berry, which is just like a regular detox tea, and then I use a healthy fasting tea as well. So, you know, that kind of helps out with hunger too. And it doesn't have any kind of like caffeine in it because it's completely herbal tea. Uh, also drink like just tons of water. And um, so yeah, you know, I've lost about 10 pounds. I said something, I think, the last couple videos that I wasn't going to show my tummy or anything like that, but, you know, quickly realizing I probably got to get over that. So, I'm giving you guys warning now. I'm getting ready to show my belly. So, you guys got to hear this, that I had a baby about 13, 14 months ago, and my daughter helped me gain about 50 hefty pounds, you know, where I wound up taking and losing like the 50 pounds, you know, without an issue. But, you know, when you gain 50 pounds with a baby, your stretch marks like crazy. And before I had her, you know, I'm not going to say I was the most petite person in the world, but, you know, I definitely wasn't, my body definitely wasn't used to being that big. So, I mean, you know, I went from like a size 10 going down to a 9 to like right after I had her, I was up to a size 18 to a 20 just because of how big my belly had gotten. So, yeah, and so it's really loose, it's really kind of soggy looking, so I'm giving you guys head warning now. So that's kind of how my belly looks right now. You know, I've got a lot of dimples and stretch marks on my belly. So yeah, and given this is after losing about 10 pounds too, so you can imagine how that looked last week. So I mean, I guess it's not as bad as it could be, but you know, I'm definitely not happy with it because, you know, I was thinking, oh, as soon as I lost my baby weight, you know, I should be back in my size 10s, but it's like, no, I'm not back in my size 10s. And so, yeah, yeah. Um, guess that's pretty much about it, you know. So, hopefully I'll either talk to you guys tomorrow or I'll talk to you guys next week. I haven't decided on how I'm going to make these videos yet. But so far you're seeing my progress about where it stands. So, yeah. Bye.